He has been featured in everything from Men in Black, Fantastic Four, and the Oscar award-winning film Pan's Labyrinth. Tonight, we introduce you to Indiana native and actor Doug Jones. Man of many faces. Now, Doug, you have a very interesting career in many respects. You've been Abe Sapien, Silver Surfer, lots of cool roles. What do you have going on right now?
Well, right now you can see me on television.
Okay.
I'm a recurring guest on The Neighbors on ABC. I play Dominique Wilkins on the show. I'm one of those alien neighbors that look like humans. But
you fit the part. You look like a human. You're doing great.
I look like a human who's not quite right, so he might be an alien. So I think that's why I got cast. Also, Falling Skies, a show on TNT starring Noah Wyle from ER. That was an NBC show.
Yeah,
yes, it was.
Nice.
Yes, it was.
We can say that. That's fantastic.
We can. I'm a new alien on the show, starting with season 3, which starts airing in June of 2013, this summer, and it'll be running for 10 weeks. And you'll see me with a full rubber makeup on again, doing what I do. You know,
I like it. I like it.
But with lots of heady dialogue. I'm sort of like Spock. Right?
Okay.
Is Spock with a little bit of my Abe Sapien character mixed together to be this alien who's very knowledgeable, very informative, and very inquisitive about the human experience. The relationships and humanity intrigue him.
You have played several superhero characters.
Yes.
Okay.
A couple of them are right behind.
Yeah, a couple of them right here.
Yeah, the Silver Surfer right
there.
there.
Yeah, he's one of my childhood favorites.
Yeah, and that was quite. Can you imagine the honor it is to play a character that has so much backstory and folklore and source material? They even make ties.
Look at that! You've got a
make
tie.
ties of him.
I like it.
That's right.
That's snazzy.
So, yeah. So when you're playing a character that they have action figures and toys and ties of, it's rather intimidating. Sure. Because there's an audience that comes with all this, and they're watching your every move to make sure you're getting it right. Yeah. So that's scary, but it's also a huge honor. I was very excited, and also like Abe Sapien boy from the Hellboy movies. Absolutely. The first Hellboy movie was probably what put me on the radar as a spec of like, who's that guy that did the blue fish thing? So I was look-upable after the first Hellboy movie. The career-changing movie for me was Pan's Labyrinth. Now, the first Hellboy movie was where I really got my relationship with Guillermo del Toro, the director-writer, in place, so that when he came back to make Pan's Labyrinth, he thought of me right away to play the Fawn character. Yeah. He told me that nobody else could play this but me, so you've got to read the script and tell me you were going to do it. That's how it happened.
Which I thought you were great in that film, by the way.
I thank you. And he wanted me to play 2 characters in that, both the Fawn and the Pale Man, this guy. So,
and I'm sure no one ever asks you to do that whenever they see you at conventions.
That's the number one thing. Like, hey, can we pose like this for a picture? Yeah. Okay. The Butterfly Circus.
Butterfly Circus.
One of the most beautiful films I've ever been in, and it's a short film, 20 minutes long, and Nick Vujicic stars in it. He was born with no arms and no legs in real life. And this story was kind of written for him to play in, set in 1930s Depression era, and I'm a contortionist in this circus,
Surprise,
the Butterfly Circus,
yes.
and we stumble across a sideshow on our travels, and we find this. He's in a sideshow freak tent, and we end up sort of taking him into our circus family, and he finds a place and a purpose and a sense of family that he's never had before, and it's a really gorgeous, beautiful story with a lot of hope for all of us who feel like freaks, you know, and it lets us know that we might have been born the way we are for a purpose, no matter what that is. There's a reason for it. Absolutely. And there's some hope in that. Exactly. Butterfly Circus. I love doing short films and web series and anything. If it's the right story, the right director, the right character for me to play, I'll do it. I grew up right here in Indianapolis, Indiana. I went to Bishop Chatard High School, graduated from there, went to Ball State University, just up the road in Muncie. And so when I come home here, it does feel like I'm coming home, for sure.
So a couple years ago, you and I met each other for the first time at the Heartland
Film Festival.
And they were showing My Name is Jerry.
My Name is Jerry, feature film shot right here in Indiana.
And there's also a film festival coming up that is playing My Name is Jerry along with another one of your productions.
The Wet Your Pants Comedy Film Festival. My Name is Jerry's going to be playing there on April 27th along with Sudden Death, a short film I did.
Well, thank you so much, Doug
thank
Jones.
you for
Appreciate
having me. It's good to be home in Indianapolis. I know, right?
Yeah, you're in Indy.
Yes.
Well, it's good to have you back home, Doug.
Oh, thank you for having me. Isn't he precious? I know.